gamers, Rectangular back, this time with another haul video. Right off the bat we have Yoda, and this is from the, I believe this is from the Clone Wars animated series. I don't really collect Star Wars figures, and especially in 3 3/4 inch scale, but my buddy Mark G. Nolan did a custom Rocket Raccoon that he used this guy as the base body for, so I wanted to give it a shot and see if I could pull it off. The thing I need to find now are I need to find a loose G.I. Joe for cheap to swap out the hands. Don't know exactly how the pegs work on that or how he did it, but hopefully he'll let me know how he did that. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to the next item. Next up, from Hasbro Marvel Universe, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy 4-pack. It's kind of deceiving that they call it a 4-pack because you get Groot, who's basically just like a prop. He's stuck in that potted plant ceramic container there. But as I was just showing, the Yoda, man, Hasbro gets all my money. The Yoda for a custom Rocket Raccoon, Mark used the Yoda as the base body, and then he used the head and the I'm trying to think, I think just maybe the head and the tail, and I think he might have cut off the feet of this Marvel Universe Rocket Raccoon. I forgot to mention that I got the Yoda off of eBay for $6.50 shipped, and this set I got off of eBay also for $21.50 shipped. So pretty damn good deal to get all these figures for the custom, and to also have the Star-Lord and the Drax for MSD, which in ACBA terms that's a multi-scale display. So if I have them, even with my Legends, I can have them in the background, you know, fighting in a big scene. So anyway, let me turn the box around. Most people probably already seen this set. It's been out for a while. Never really, I think I only saw it once at my Target, and they were asking, I think, I want to say over $20 for it, so I could just never justify the expense. Yeah, I'm gonna, hopefully we'll be getting that that comic Star-Lord here pretty soon. I'm definitely gonna pre-order the entire case of the movie figures. So I'm gonna have 3 different versions of Drax, and at least 3 different versions of Rocket Raccoon, and maybe even 3 different versions of Star-Lord. Hopefully we'll, like I said, hopefully we'll get that comic version. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next items. Next up we have a loose Marvel Legends Thunderball. Now, I already had this guy, which I got a couple months after it was initially released, but after getting Wrecker in, I thought that the green paint scheme on him was just a little bit too similar excuse me, in color, so I wanted to get another one to lighten up just a little bit. Just in the comics, his costume was a little bit brighter of green compared to Wrecker, and I'll put Wrecker next to him so you can see how similar they are, how similar the green color is on their costumes. There you can see how much bigger wrecker is I have to pan back so it'll fit in the shot. But yeah, I just think that the green is just a little bit too similar in color, so I wanted to just lighten him up a little bit with a lighter green wash, just so that there's a little bit more contrast in pictures. And still waiting for that bulldozer. I'm crossing my fingers that we'll get some good news from Hasbro at San Diego Comic-Con in July. They really need to come through with that figure, because somebody, I think it was Marvelous News, posted a survey on which figure that Hasbro announced that we have not got released yet, and Bulldozer was overwhelmingly number one, which it should be, because the Wrecking Crew is an amazing team and they've fought everybody, so you can use them in just about every setup or every team that you want to have them fight. You can do, and that we really need that figure. I do have a pile driver that I have just in case they we never see that figure. I can use it for a custom. Actually, I'll probably use the Hulkling that I have, because I'm going to use the hands from Hulkling to modify pile driver. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move on to the next item. And finally this week we have the Star Wars Black Series Stormtroopers. I was very lucky to grab these off of HasbroToyShop.com. Just happened to be checking their site every day, and they just popped up for $20, and you get free shipping after you spend, I think it's $50. So I initially just wanted two, but in order to get the free shipping, I was lucky enough to grab three. So in hindsight, I'm glad I grabbed three, because I think they'll look much better if I want to do a setup with a group of stormtroopers. Really, I'm just collecting stormtroopers, Darth Vader. I want to get the Jedi Luke, and I have Boba Fett, and I'm crossing my fingers that eventually we will get the rest of the bounty hunters, because those are my favorite characters, and it was my favorite scene from Empire Strikes Back, where Darth Vader is meeting with the bounty hunters to go after Han Solo. So anyway, let's go ahead and get at least one of these guys out of the package so you can get a closer look. I'm not going to do a full review. I would definitely check out Shartimus Prime's review. I'm not sure where he got his, but he did a review about, I guess it was a little over a week ago. Alright, hold on a sec. Okay, here's the figure out of the package, and not too shabby. It does have a few minor paint issues or scuffs, I guess, from the manufacturing floor. There's a little bit of black scuff there on his inner thigh. Has a tiny scuff on his chest there. Hopefully all this stuff is showing up on camera. I don't want it to be too bright, because it's just the light just reflects off of him. But yeah, not too noticeable unless you are pretty close up on him. A little bit of scuffing there. Looks like a scrape on the shoulder there on the back. You can probably see that on the camera now. Yeah. Hoping maybe like an eraser from a pen. Looks like it's scraping off. So I don't know if that's like that release stuff that they put on plastic to help it get off the mold. I'm hoping that's all it is. Looks like it's rubbing off. But yeah, he's not as super bright white as I would think he should be. You know, his butt armor plate is really shiny and glossy and bright, but like the shoulder pads are pretty dull, and they seem to have some sort of funk on them. This was the most I wouldn't say dinged up, but the one with the most obvious paint issues that I could see from the packaging. And just so you can see that, you know, they aren't gonna be perfect, and what you can expect. There is a little bit of pink or red discoloration there on the shoulder, on the elbow, sorry. You know, a little bit of black again, gray. So don't know what's going on. If people who are packing these are just not cleaning their, if they're wearing gloves, they're not wearing clean gloves or what. But overall, pretty happy with the figure. Looks like he needs some paint touch up there on the back, on the black area there of his costume. But yeah, I'm pretty happy for the most part. You know, I'm kind of getting used to Hasbro having their figures with issues right out of the package that we have to go back and touch up. Would have been nice if they had put another coat of black on the inside, but again, I guess, or at least used maybe a black plastic. But I guess, you know, they wanted to keep this part white, and it's all one piece. It's all just molded as one piece. So the weapon is a little bit, this blaster is a little bit warped from the package, but I was able to bend it into shape mostly. And let's see if I can get that in there. It's a tight fit, very tight fit. Guess this goes this way, so the magazine. There we go. I don't know if everybody is that familiar with weapons, but I'm sure in a effort to save money, George Lucas, they were filming in England when they filmed the movie, and this is actually a World War II British assault rifle. It's a Sterling, I think it's a Sterling MP5. So it's actually, I guess it'd be considered a what's it called? Machine pistol, or it's actually a submachine gun. And the blaster rifle, I think this was I want to say it was a .30 caliber machine gun, I believe, also British design. So pretty ingenious. You know, most Americans weren't going to recognize these old World War II weapons that they just threw probably a plastic scope on it, and it made it look a little bit more futuristic. But they did a pretty good job of adding some silver detailing to the paint there, so that's pretty cool. Overall, I'm pretty happy. The blue lines on his helmet turned out pretty well. It's got the gray there. It looks like it's a little scuffed on the brim there. Could use a little bit more paint. Let's see how well he holds these weapons. Yeah, not too shabby. You hardly ever see stormtroopers using these. You definitely saw them using what's it called? Sand troopers, using them on Tatooine. but pretty much every time you see a stormtrooper, he's got this regular blaster rifle. I think that's what they call it, a blaster rifle. So, pretty cool. And I'm going to put him side by side, a couple other figures. You guys can get a little quick comparison of what that looks like. So on the far left we have the Boba Fett, also from Star Wars Black Series 6-inch figures. And on the far right we have the Bucky Cap from Marvel Legends. So, as you may have seen in Shartimus's review, these figures, I guess, do stand just a little bit shorter than Marvel Legends. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out, and really looking forward to getting the Darth Vader and the Luke in the Jedi Knight costume, and crossing my fingers that we will get more bounty hunters in the future. Would be nice to have. I think I'm gonna, if it's still available, I'm gonna try to get a hold of Corey from Casting Cave and see if he still has those. I believe he was the one who did that, who cast the Han in Carbonite, because I would definitely like to get that. I didn't want to pay 2 arms and 2 legs to get the San Diego Comic-Con version of Boba Fett. And yeah, with any luck we'll see a Slave 1 in the future, but man, that would probably be gigantic. But probably well worth it if they do as good a job on the vehicles as they do these figures. Alright, well, hopefully you guys like the video, you share with your friends, you subscribe if you haven't already, and I always love hearing back from you guys, so please leave a comment below. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.
That's crispy.